Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell. This way you know I upload another video. Let's go. Welcome to
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
Alright now, Janet Mock signs a landmark overall Netflix deal. Congratulations, Janet. Now I want to share this story with you. This story is being reported as of June the 19th, 2019. Now, Janet Mock is making history. The Pole's director, producer, and writer has signed a sweeping deal at Netflix, making her the first out transgender woman empowered to call creative shots at a major content company. The 3-year multi-million dollar pack gives the streaming giant exclusive rights to her TV series and a first look option of features film projects. As a part of the agreement, Mock will serve as executive producer and director on Ryan Murphy's forthcoming Netflix series Hollywood. Despite being part of the Netflix family, Mock will be allowed to continue as writing director on Murphy's FX series Pose and the LGBTQ drama set in New York City competitive ballroom scene. Now, the Netflix deal is enable Mock to create programs that employ and highlight communities to have historic been ignored at Hollywood, including the intersection space Mock herself occupies as a woman of color and highly visible trans people. And someone who grew up in front of the TV screen, whether it has been watching TV shows and family sitcoms or VHS films, I've never thought that I would be embraced, says Mock, and more than embraced, given not just a seat at the table, but a table of my own making. Now, Mock hopes that the deal will be a huge signal boost industry-wide and empower people and equip them with tell their own stories. She is interviewing creative executives for her yet to be named production banner projects in development, including a college set drama following a young trans woman, a series about New Orleans after the abolishment of slavery, and a reboot of classic sitcoms. As a bestseller author, producer, director, Janet Mock is demonstrating she knows how to bring her vision to thrilling, vivid life, says Cindy Holland, Netflix VP Original Content. She is a groundbreaker and creative force who we think will fit right in with Netflix. Mock joins a very small club and powerful trans women, Jill Soloway, who identify as a non-binary, as a production deal with Amazon Studio. For many of the boardrooms of Hollywood director Lily and Lana were early in the visible trans peers. Now, they created the Matrix franchise, later the fan favorite queer series since 8 at Netflix. After that, there aren't many trans artists who have been given major platforms, writers' room for shows including Transparent Pose, Tales of the City, and the L Word reboot, and staff with trans people. Now, Mock is 36 years old, was born in Hawaii, and transitioned in her teens. She wrote a memoir back in 2004, which she plans to adapt, that was held as the first mainstream accounting as a young trans person journey. She worked for years as an editor at People magazine and named it came out of Trans back in 2011. An article for Marie Clay. In addition for writing, she has been a human rights advocate. She entered Murphy's orbit back in 2017. The series creator took Mock under his wing, adding her to the writer's room and hiring her for the direct as far as the 6-episode show first season of Love in the Love is the Message. Now, there was a major shift after I directed from the network and powers that who saw me as an artistic voice. Mock said, I never saw myself as an artistic voice. When I was given the power to direct, I showed myself what I could do. That's when everything changed. Now, last fall, Murphy took Mock to the exclusive Los Angeles haunt as far as St. Vincent Burgelows, and at the corner table over steak and wine, they charted her future. Murphy asked where Mock saw herself in 5 years. She simply said that she wanted to be successful. No, Mock recalled, Murphy said. What do you mean? Mock wanted to be her own boss. She told me that looks like and what it costs. She remembers 2 weeks later, she was meeting at Netflix when she ran down her development slate and walked out with a deal. Mock called it a pinch. It pinched me a moment. Upon my first meeting with Janet, I knew she had a star, had the stuff moguls and made of, said Murphy. Being able to watch her grow, first as a writer, then as a producer, now as an acclaimed director who helmed as far as the episode of production, has been gifted and honored to be the mentor and friend, and grateful she's joining me to write and direct Hollywood. And I am excited to see that the creators of Netflix, Janet is a cultural force and the world needs to hear her story. Murphy argued that it was vital. Janet said for her to do something outside of Poe's spaces, they see that she can do everything. That we have not limited our identity. It is being beginning of love. The American Horror Stories and Glee creators told her it was important to produce highly visible commercial content in addition to passion project. Mock says that her dream series is one about the young woman who leaves her small hometown, goes off for the first time, is anchored deeply in its own experience, and she decided that not to be an open about being trans. What does it mean for a trans girl to just go to college, just have her own journey and not focus on her identity, original story? What does it mean to be the body, to be in this body of the world, and to share space where people don't know you yet? Now, I want to share this interview with you and reference her talking about her journey and stuff and different things that I didn't really cover just yet, because it's a very long article and stuff, and I feel like I'll give you a chance to see it in her words. And so I feel as though it's something very positive and stuff. It's always somebody that helps you out along the way. I always believe that there's always an angel that's around that's watching you move, and they're always willing to pull you up. And I want to share this part with you as far as her talking in the interview. So check this out.
When I sat down with them, it was pretty straightforward. We kind of knew that, like, we were like, okay, let's see if we want to date each other. We did a couple things together, and now it's like, let's see what this can actually tangibly look like. And so I went in and I pitched 5 ideas. They loved them all, and those ideas became the basis, in addition to working with Ryan on Hollywood and directing other programming of his. I'm just so proud. I'm proud of the fact that the work that I've done so far in the industry, specifically writing and directing and producing Pose, that has enabled these super creative forces to kind of stand behind me and say, there's a voice here, and there's a perspective here, and we want to see more from her, that she has more to offer than just, the characters on this one fantastic, amazing, trailblazing show, that there are other characters in her, other stories for her to tell.
All of us can truly be gone one day, where our kind is just a memory, one the rest of the world would be happy to forget. All we have left is right now.
This story has to start with Ryan Murphy, who's a mentor of mine, who of course is also my boss and a dear friend. He felt that I needed to show that I could do more than just the characters on Pose. His first throw at me was, I want you to direct on the first season of The Politician, a show that you did not write, that the characters are so far from your own experience. And once I directed that, he used that, and he showed that to Netflix. And they were just like, huh, she does have more to give. And so when they tangibly called me and said, this is the deal points and this is what we're going to offer you, it was life-changing. And I think that I never imagined that that could happen for someone like me. I never saw someone like me with the power and the ability to greenlight her own projects, to say that I have a spark of an idea and I want to develop that idea, and here's a whole team of people behind me to help me do that, and this is your productions, and that you can go out and you can make this happen for series and for features. In my career, I think a lot of the work that I've done has involved a lot of firsts. I understand the burden and the weight of being the first, young person to write a memoir about transitioning, the first in my family to get a college degree and then a master's degree, the first to join a Hollywood writer's room, the first trans woman of color to direct and write an episode of television, and then now the first to have a bankable, sizable deal that will enable me to be empowered to tell my community stories and to tell my stories on a global stage. The platform alone is not one that's limited to just this country, these 50 states, right? It's countries all around the world. And so in that sense, I think about the capacity of my ability now to follow this ethos that I love so much from Michelle Obama that she gave at the DNC convention. And she said that when you walk through that doorway of opportunity, you don't shut the door behind you. You reach back and you bring people in with you.
When you've worked hard and done well and walked through that doorway of opportunity, you do not slam it shut behind you. No, you reach back and you give other folks the same chances that help you succeed.
In 2014, I went to be the San Francisco LGBT Pride Grand Marshal, and also on the slate as a Grand Marshal was one of my heroines and kind of a chosen mother in my life, Miss Major Griffin Gracie, who's a Stonewall Rebellion veteran. She's a longtime activist. She's a Black trans woman who has been doing work since 1969 to fight for our communities, and she's still doing it today in her 70s. She's a phenomenal woman, and I remember just kind of having this sense of murkiness of what is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? And she just looked at me and she said, baby girl, your job is to be a Trojan horse. Your job is that we fought so hard for you to have access to an education, for medical health care, for being professionalized, to be able to get a book deal, to be seen on platforms that you're being seen on now. And so you have all the things that society says that we should have in order to be seen and heard, and now you're being seen and heard. And so your job now, like that Trojan horse, is to go in and blow shit up. And so it's as simple as that. And I was like, these are my marching orders. I am the Trojan horse. That's what I'm supposed to do. It's to fight against the tokenization. It's to fight against the diversity quotas. But it's about pushing back against that, to say, how can I get more? And when I get more, how can I make sure that I'm fighting for more people like me to be given access to come in? So making sure we have more choreographers, and more hair and makeup people, and more female grips, on sets. And so my job is to, I believe, is to go into those spaces that I'm invited into, and to make sure that I'm bringing our people in, and that I'm hopefully transforming those spaces for better.
All right now, well, congratulations, Jenna Mark. This is such a great success story. A multi-million-dollar contract with Netflix. It is a landmark success. She says she's been history making in a whole lot. Some girls are just blessed. God bless you. And hopefully, like she said, she won't close the door behind her, pull other people up. So I agree with that. When you're moving forward in life, it's always to reach back and pull everybody else out the struggle and stuff. So God bless you with that thought and frame of mind. I always feel like you're an angel from heaven, even though the first time I met you was really sweet and very beautiful in person and stuff. She's not only just beautiful on the inside, she's beautiful on the outside. I met her in New York before. One time I went live. I tried to share with y'all when I was live and I saw her. But I want your feedback on this. How you feel about this? This is a success story. Basically, Netflix is willing to bank the money, and thank God for Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy, thank God for you, because there's always someone like you that makes things possible for other people. That you are definitely an earth angel that looks out for other people. So God bless you and everything you do in life. Like I said before, thank you, Netflix. And I want you to feel about this and stuff. How do you feel about this now? You got a success on something. Let's see how this works out. This is some good news, especially on this Thursday. We need to just see something positive and thank God for something positive. Anyway, like I said before, if you want to be an actress and stuff, you got the girl. She's right there. Hit her up. Like I said before, subscribe to my channel. I love your feedback on this. Like, subscribe, share. At the top, there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. I want to see your comments. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about this. We're watching one of our black girls sit up there and do it. Something positive. Something we needed this. So I'll be definitely looking for your feedback on this. And congratulations to everyone that's two spirits that's trying to make a life for yourself. God sees all things and blessings will come down. Like I said before, I'll read your comments before. Subscribe to this channel. Love you. Love you.